Married at First Sight, Season 18. We are on episode 3. Oh my God. Cousin Janice, David lives in his parents' basement, and I cannot believe you're okay with this. How can you be okay with David living in his basement? Oh my Lord, y'all are freaking out because I said I didn't have a problem with David living in the basement, but I also said why. I didn't have a problem with him living in the basement. And of course, Michelle is freaking out. And I'm wondering, is she freaking out because of he lives in the basement, or is she freaking out because she doesn't really like him and she's using that as an excuse, like, oh my God. But it just sounded like she was really having a freak. Like I said, freak out. She was really having a breakdown. So I'm on episode 3. Do not tell me anything beyond episode 3. I got a lot of emails. Cousin Janice, hurry up and get to episode 7. I am not looking at anything. I'm not reading anything. I'm not in the Facebook groups. I just want to do my reviews, and then we'll get there and we'll see how I am doing. Please comment below. Share this out. Share this out in the groups for me. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I'm doing. Do not tell me anything beyond episode 3. I do not want to know. Thank you so much for your love and support. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs this up, share this out for me. Thank you so much. I absolutely love you and adore you, my beautiful cousins. So Married at First Sight, episode 18, season 18, episode 3. Michelle's running down to the altar. I just didn't like her running down to the altar to him and, hi, my name is Michelle. And I just didn't like it. I just think that women should remain very feminine and let the man pursue and run. And I just didn't like her running down to the altar. Girl, come to find out, he lived in his mama's basement. But I like David's reaction and greeting her parents. I thought that was very nice. I like that, David. And so in her vows, in her about her from the family, they talk about she likes chilling on the couch with her 3 babies. And David's face was like, oh my gosh, she got 3 kids. And everybody was like, oh my God. And then she was like, they're animals. And I was like, oh, okay. Because we didn't hear you having 3 babies. Okay. David's grandmother shaking her head. I'm assuming that's her grandmother because he did talk about her earlier about how, when they're saying what a wonderful guy he is, and she was shaking the head. I thought that was cute. I thought her vows, where she says, I will push him to be the next version of himself. I do not like it. Michelle, ladies, why do y'all continue to teach men and push them so they can become the best versions of themselves? We are to become the best versions of ourselves before we get married. Like, I don't think you should get married and you still have stuff you're still working on. I think you should work on those things and become the best version of yourselves. But I keep hearing this. It's like Michelle should have been matched with Ikiche, who want to be like her. I just don't like it, okay? This season, I absolutely love where the couples meet and sit and chat and pop the champagne after they got married. I thought that was so pretty. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention something about Carla, so I have my notes here. So they talk about David, and all he cared about was a blonde girl. So did you want a white girl, David? Because I don't know any Hispanic woman that has blonde hair unless they dyed it. I know a lot of Hispanics a lot of Hispanics. I'm gonna ask them tomorrow, but all the Hispanics people I know, they don't have no blonde hair. They have black hair. I've never even seen a ginger Hispanic unless they dyed it. They have black hair. I'm sure there are ginger Hispanics, but I'm saying I've never seen one because I'm a ginger, so I recognize my cousins when I see them. When I see a ginger, I shout out my ginger cousin. So it sound like he wanted a white girl, which is fine. I'm all for what you want, but I think that's just him throwing it out there like I wanted a blonde, as in not a Hispanic woman, even though he wants a strong, independent woman like the woman in his family because they're bad bees. Then they talk about he only socially drinks. He does his drinks at home, and he also socially smokes. I cannot. I mean, David, there's just so many strikes against you. You're living in your mama's basement. I don't really have a problem with that. Watch the video I did yesterday explaining why I don't have a problem with it, and I'll talk about it later. But you socially smoke too. And your mama is a breast cancer survivor, and you was out here puffing the cigarette, David. But because you're married to Michelle, now you're gonna stop because she don't like it. See, I don't like it either. Okay. Her reaction to him living at home was everything. She was like, okay, because David is 36, almost 40 years old. Now, like I said in the video yesterday, I do not have a problem with kids living at home with their parents. But it depends. Are you living at home because you can't afford to live on your own? The economy is really bad. Okay. The apartments are very expensive. Or are you living at home, saving your money, banking your money, investing your money, and you can go out and buy me a house tomorrow? So those are two different scenarios. If you're living at home because you don't make enough money, or you're wasting your money, you're not good with money, and you make, so those are three things. So number one, are you living at home because you cannot afford to live on your own? So it just makes sense for you to live at home. So that means you're going to be needing a 50-50 woman to help you to pay the bills because you can't provide for yourself, much less the wife and kids. Or number two, are you living at home because one, you do make a lot of money, but you're a financial illiterate bum. You spend all your money on clothes and shoes and food and cars, like many of the guys we've seen on Married at First Sight. Or three, you're living at home because you're banking your money, you're saving your money, you're investing your money. You want to buy a home, you can go out and buy a home tomorrow. So what Michelle needs to do is try to figure out which of these scenarios is David. Is he living at home because, like he said, he works 2 jobs, so he can go purchase a home. He said he doesn't want to rent, he wants to buy. He has 2 jobs, so he can go live on his home. So if you have 2 jobs, you don't want to rent, you want to buy, that means you should have, at 36 years old, David, you should have a lot of money saved up, and you and Michelle can go pick out a house that you can go buy and probably pay cash for. If not, put down a very, very, very nice deposit. Okay, cousin. So you see, those are the 3 scenarios I'm thinking about. Or another option is number 4 is maybe the parents are sick and need your help. That's 4. Obviously, this is not the situation with David. So I think Michelle and my ladies who follow me with my dating content, this is why dating is for data. You ask questions. This book is coming very soon. I'm going to make a link so y'all can pre-order. 2 or 3 types of guys you might meet. Also, check that book out. Available on Amazon. They're on sale. You need to gather the data about why is he living at home. Because I think you just automatically assume he can't afford to live on his own or he's a bum, but you need to do what? You need to gather the data. This is a perfect example of gathering data. Is he living at home because 1, 2, 3, or 4? And then you kind of make a decision based on why he's living at home. Okay, of course, I'm not going to live in the basement. I don't like basements, but I live in the Northeast. Okay, snow, rain, flood, all of that stuff. I just cannot be living in anybody's basement. So then, I didn't put up David, and I did. Well, maybe sure. So then we go over to Carla, and I forgot to mention when she got down to the altar, she asked him if he's in love, and he says, "Well, hopefully we can get there." Didn't I tell you this girl is full of herself? I'm all for being happy about you and loving you and you're the it and all of this stuff, but honey, have you Carla's high on something. I told y'all, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna figure it out. She's on pills, smoking, drinking, shooting it up. Something is not right with this girl. I'm trying to tell you, okay? So Carla's parents didn't want to come to the wedding. The dad don't have any pictures, don't like to be on camera. Why? Is he a criminal or something? No, I'm not saying people of color are criminals is I'm just remembering an episode I watched on person of interest where the person didn't have any pictures, and that's because he was in what is it? See, witness protection. Okay, so that's why I say. So Carla, you had said last week that the mama is in somewhere with your grandparents, and so now you're saying so she couldn't come to the wedding. So now you're saying mama's not coming to the wedding because daddy don't want to come to the wedding. So mama feel like supporting, not supporting dad. I'm sorry. I would have to come to the wedding, leave daddy at home and be there for your daughter. And I didn't like that. Okay. Then we over to Madison and Alan. I really do like Alan. Out of all the guys this season, I like Alan and Thomas. Those two, especially Thomas, my type of guy. Let me tell you, Thomas, if I had met Thomas when I was single, he could have gotten my number. And so he's just so far. He's just my type of guy, well spoken, manner. But I just don't know what that twitching thing is. Maybe it's just something they've picked up because I noticed the brother does it with the eye and the twitching. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's some kind of issue, but Thomas is definitely my type of guy. Very his temperament, very just well spoken, very calm. I just love Thomas, and I just really hope Thomas and Camille really work out. So far, I think they make a good couple. He says he's attracted to her and she is his type, and that's very, very good, ladies. When the man likes you and you are his type, that is 50% of the job, okay? So I really hope they work out. I love Thomas. I love Camille. And I'm liking Camille more. I thought Camille was the most beautiful bride with her makeup. I hated her dress. I think Imam dress was the most beautiful, but I thought Camille's makeup was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And whoever did her makeup, I say every season, black girls, especially darker skinned black girls, you need to bring your makeup artist with you because Ichiche, she did not look good. She looked dead. And it's just every season, these black girls come on here looking just not nice. Okay, but Camille, she looked very, very beautiful in her outfit. In her makeup was beautiful, but her dress was ugly. Okay. So Madison and Alan. So she says he's not her type. Now, like I say, I'm a type girl. I will die when I was single. I would die on the mountain of my type. Thomas is my type of guy. David is not. David is just like a hood, get a hood dude from the hood. I couldn't deal with somebody like David. I couldn't tolerate him. I couldn't be around him for too long. I couldn't marry him, have babies with him, and give his seed the ability to live on. I just couldn't do it. But Thomas, yes, honey. Thomas, we could get married. We could have lots of babies. And, he going to have to get over that little OCD situation he got going on because when you have kids, forget it, okay? So Madison says that Alan is not his type, her type. But I'm like, Madison, I got to get these girls' age. Boo, you're up there, So she says she likes more macho men. So does this mean, do not tell me, does this mean Madison and David will be the cheating couple? Because I would switch Madison with Michelle, like I would have matched Madison with David, and I would match Michelle with Alan. He's like real macho, loud type. So I think Madison should have been matched with David, and Michelle should have been matched with Alan. So does this mean Madison and David is going to hook up? Or does this mean Michelle and Alan are going to hook up? I don't know. I don't know, but we shall see. But I thought that was interesting. I was like, I thought that Madison and Alan pictures were beautiful. I thought they had the most beautiful pictures. No. Camille and Thomas. I thought their pictures were beautiful. Okay. I just think that they just go well. So yeah, but Alan and Madison, their pictures were beautiful too. So then it was time for the reception. And I was like, oh my God, Camille dress is just the ugliest dress. And Mem dress is the prettiest. I just really hate Camille's dress. It just bothers me that she picked this ugly dress. But Mem dress was absolutely beautiful. It fitted her nicely. I would have liked to see the top being taken in a little bit more, but again, this is a rush situation, so we're going to overlook it. So the most beautiful dress goes to MM. The most beautiful makeup goes to Camille. And again, I really like Alan and Madison pictures, but I thought Camille and Thomas pictures were also very beautiful. They looked like a couple that dated, were in love, and got married. Okay. So LOL, Michelle says he looked like the genie and she doesn't love that he lives with his parents. I never thought about it. I was like, oh my God, he does look like the genie. Doesn't he look like the genie, David? I'm like, how come I didn't think about that? But I thought that was so cute. She said he looks like the genie. And again, she brings up living with the parents. So Michelle, I just think you need to gather the data. But again, the question is, do you not like David, or is it just the parent situation? Okay. Because if it's the parent situation, again, Michelle, if he's living with them because he's banking his money, that means he has money and he could go out and buy your house tomorrow. So I just think you should stop freaking out about it and gather the data. Okay. Camille and Thomas. Okay, Thomas says Camille is his type. Again, that is very good. Okay, Thomas is 42, and I forgot to look up how old Michelle is. Girls, when you are his type, that is 50% of the job, because men are visual and they want to be attracted to you. And I think that's 50% of the job. Oh my God, at the dress, at the dance, Camille was acting like his breath was stinking. Did y'all see that? It's like she was holding her breath and she was like, So I'm like, somebody's breath is stinking. I hope Thomas don't have no stinky breath, because I just cannot. Juan and Carla, again, she thinks she's cute and Juan thinks he's cuter. So this couple is going to be just trash. Okay. I don't think Juan really likes her. I think he might like her just to do her, but as far as wife material, I don't think he does, because when it comes to the breakfast part, we're going to see how different they are. Again, she says money is energy, and he has said how he works very hard because he doesn't want to be poor again. So that means he's very money-minded, and money-minded men do not need to be married to women who think money is energy. And I wrote down here that we can tell they're going to do it tonight, and I'm sure she's going to be the initiator because she has no self-control. Carmel thinks money is energy and money doesn't matter to her. And I was like, I knew something was wrong with her. Money doesn't matter. Girl, do you see this economy that we're living in? Do you see the economy we're living in? And are you listening to Juan Carlos? That's how he said. That's my coworker's son's name, Juan Carlos. Are you listening to Juan? He's telling you how he's been through a lot. His parents has been through a lot. He struggled to get to where he is. He worked multiple jobs because he doesn't want to be poor again. And you said, money is energy. Lord help her, Jesus. Lord help her. I knew she was high, girl. Something's wrong with her. So Camille, we're back to Camille and Thomas. Camille doesn't know which is a salad fork, and neither does Thomas when they are eating. She was like, okay, I don't know which one is the salad fork. And he said, well, I don't either. Don't let this fork fool you. Camille, why did you need to tell him that, girl? Huh? Why do you need to tell him that? Ladies, I keep telling y'all, figure out what type of man you want, and whichever type of man you want, you need to educate yourself around that type of man. Okay? Who doesn't know what a salad fork is? But apparently Camille doesn't, and neither does Thomas. And that would annoy me. But I don't think I would dump Thomas because he doesn't know what the fork is. Okay? But that's because I really like him. So let's talk about Thomas in this 9-year relationship. Thomas, I don't like that. I don't like that. But one of the things he said, he was very young. And later we're going to find out the brother says, something he kind of got in and kind of settled in and kind of felt like he couldn't leave. And this is why, ladies, I am against being boyfriends and girlfriends. You go to college, you meet the girl, y'all been together, then y'all start shacking up, but she's not really the one, but you've already invested so much time, so you just feel the need to just kind of stay in it, but they're not the one. And he later said she wanted to get married, and he wasn't sure he wanted to get married, and it's just too much, child. It's just too much. But what this says is, do not be a 10 years a girlfriend. Do not sit there. She sat there 9 years waiting for Thomas to get ready to be marrying to her. And the truth is, he didn't want to marry her. Not that he didn't want to get married. He didn't want to marry her. And then what did he do? He went out and was get involved with another woman. But he went to counseling, so on and so forth. I just think in your 20s you shouldn't be settling down with nobody. Date, go out, hang out, but that's it. Okay. So we back over to MM. Well, let me go back to Camille. So she's thinking, does he have a problem committed? Because that's Camille's problem. Camille has said that men do not want to commit. They don't know what they want. No, Camille, you just need to realize that a man has to want to die for you and lay his life down for you and spend the rest of his life loving you, protecting you, and providing for you. So it's not that they're not ready to commit. You might not be the one they want to die for, spend the rest of their lives committing for. I wish women would just learn this one lesson. It just means you're not his one, and that's okay, because you want to be able to meet the one that loves you and honor you and respect you. So we're back over to Imam and Nikiche, and they sit down and he asks if she's his type. And he said she's beautiful. I think I talked about this yesterday. You're beautiful, and I just want a black woman. So in other words, no, you're not his type. Okay. So then we're his friends are singing for. I thought that singing part was a bit too much for me, child. How did y'all feel about the friends singing for her? I didn't like it, and it's just another opportunity for her to make more fool of her son being all the way in. It's not going to end out for her. Anytime you see girls go all the way in like that, it's not going to end well. Mark my words. So they're meeting the friends and the family. And the one thing Madison has ever wanted is effort and someone who wants to try. So Madison, here you have it. Here he is. Again, y'all keep getting in these relationships and getting mad that these men are not ready to be for you, but you need to understand that not because you've been with him mean he's the one for you. Carla is drunk. She talks too much. She's talking to the friends, and they're just shocked at the stuff she is saying. I love the talks of Camille and Thomas' friends and family. I thought that was my favorite. I love Thomas just being open and talking about the mistakes he made, and I wasn't ready. She wanted to get married, and just being open, and just he's went to counseling and therapy, so that's very helpful uh to him, and he's learned and he's moved on, and now he's ready. I know Camille is concerned about if he's really ready to make that commitment, and I really do think he's ready. 42, a man is ready. 22, he's not ready, okay, and should not be committing to anybody. I wrote on here again, Camille is the most beautiful bride as her makeup is concerned, but the dress was ugly. So we're back to MM and Ikeche talk with friends. So I love how Ikeche cousin talked to MM cousin. I'm gonna come back to that, okay? Something I thought was interesting was Imam was talking to Ikichi's friend, and they told him about a girlfriend that he had, that he was in love with. He was going to marry her, but she cheated, and he hasn't been the same. Men, when they get cheated on, they're not the same. But they go out cheat and expect us to stay with them and work it out. But if we cheat on them, they just, it's like the end of the world. Even Imam Ichike friend says Imam seemed like she's all the way in. So even the male men are seeing that she's all the way in, and they know Ichiche is not in, child. Okay, so Ichike is talking to the cousin, and he was engaged in his 20s, and he's now 41. You shouldn't be engaged in your 20s. Okay, this is 20 and 24, honey. 20s, you're not ready to get married, okay? I'm going to come back and do the video on the cousin. I loved him. Every woman needs to have a cousin like Imam cousin, or a man in the life. So then we're doing the garter bells, and this one, he's using his teeth to take it off, and I'm like, Lord Jesus, where's the mama? Camille is having a little emotional fit because Thomas told her friends that he cheated, but he didn't tell her that he cheated. But Camille, it's going to take time for you to get all the information. But she did say because he told her, they're her friends, and that means he's open. And I thought that was good, Camille. That was good. Balance is the key. Madison and her friends telling her that his friends told him he's very loving and accommodating, and she thinks it's a red flag. Lord Jesus. Ma'am, a man being loving and accommodating and caring and kind is not a red flag. If anything, that is wonderful. If he's loving and caring and accommodating to his friends and family, then that means he's going to be loving and talk about resentment can be built. Not if he's taking care of home. If he's taking care of everything else, and then he want to help somebody else, family or friend, I don't see a problem with it, as long as home is taken care of. So what is it about a man loving and caring and kind? What is it about? Why is that a red flag? Are you looking for reasons not to be interested in Alan? Are you looking for reasons to not like him because you already told us he's not your type? I have never heard somebody say a man who's loving and caring and kind and accommodating is a red flag. And I'm an expert on dating. Oh my Lord. So we're back over here to Miss Michelle, and she says she's worried about small things. She's getting stuck in her head. So I'm glad, Michelle, that you're realizing that this is a small thing. Do not get stuck in your head. Why are you getting stuck in your head that he lives at home when you don't have all the information, Michelle? You need to go get all the information and figure out why he's living at home, and then you can go from there. Okay? He's excited and she's hesitant. So David is excited because, she got blonde hair, even though it's not her natural born color. And she's hesitant, which I don't think being hesitant is a bad thing. I think more women need to be hesitant in dating, because what that will do is cause you to stop, gather the data, figure it out. You're not all in like MM is in. And, I already told you, it's not going to end well for her. So her and her girls go to the bathroom, and she brings up he lives with his parents. And the girls were like, what? He lives at home with his parents. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me that doesn't think this is a big deal. Again, go back to my 3 or 4 scenarios of why he's living at home, and she's in the bathroom, she's crying, he's having a break, she's having a breakdown. I think she just doesn't like him, and she's just using this as an excuse to just shut him out. Okay, I would find any reason to shut David out too, because I don't really care for him. Okay. David brother gave him hot Cheetos for his birthday. I thought that was cute in a very nice box. And the whole, you get a Cheeto, you get a Cheeto. I think that was cute. So then they were leaving the wedding night, and I thought all of their leavings, they were cute. Thomas was the only one that picked up his bride at the threshold. Didn't I tell you I love him? He was the only one to pick up the bride to cross over the threshold. Ikiche didn't do it. Nobody else didn't do it. I did not tell you, I just love Thomas, honey. He is just such a gentleman. I thought all the beds were beautiful with the roses and the very soft, colorful colors, flower petals. I thought that was beautiful. I love the husbands helping them with the dresses. Madison had no drawers on, and neither did Carla. Is this something people do on your wedding day? You have no drawers on. I don't know. I don't get it with the no drawers, honey. I don't understand with the no drawer. I don't get it. Okay? All day running around with no drawers. Comment below, ladies. What's up with the no drawers situation? Okay. So then we see Emma whining her body, her boo up on Ikiche. I thought it was shameful because he was like, basically, he told her, just stop it, girl. I don't like you. I ain't interested in you. I'm only on here because I want to be on TV like that. And obviously, she want to get her back put out tonight, but I don't think Ikiche wants it. Okay. He don't want it. He don't want it. Okay. Juan singing and playing his guitar for Carla. I thought that was romantic and that was pretty. Thomas and Camille is so cute, and she brought her pillowcase, and I was like, oh my God, I want them to work. And thank you so far, Black girls. Well, I didn't see MM get ready for bed yet, but thank God Camille didn't pull out a scarf. But you know who pulled out a do-rag? Thomas. I don't like the do-rag situation. I don't like it. Alan in his broccoli underwear was cute, and I was like, Alan, please go put on the pants, okay? Please put on the pants, Alan. You do not have permission to walk around in your underwear, broccoli. Okay, leave that for Ikiche and Thomas. The only men who can walk around in just their underwear is Ikiche and Thomas and maybe David. Okay, maybe David. But Alan, Juan, please put it away. Put it away. Put it away. We don't. But wait, Juan, maybe Juan too. Maybe Juan, I don't know. He looked little. Okay, no. If the only men can walk around in their drawers are Thomas and Ikiche, okay, maybe David. Put it away, Alan. We don't want to see your broccoli drawers, but I thought it was cute. And oh my God, the previews. Oh, I had to turn off the TV quickly because I was like, no, it's too much. Anyways, cousins, I absolutely love you. I adore you. This video was a little bit long. I should have did this yesterday. Yesterday, after I got off, I got busy. I took my braids out. I color my hair, gave myself a hot oil treatment, deep condition. You know how long it takes to do natural hair. Clean my bathroom, change over my bathroom curtain to Christmas curtains. You know, I decorate for every season. Change up my bathroom rugs, put Christmas rugs in there, girl. I was busy, and by the time I was done, like at 8 o'clock last night, I was done. I just laid out in the bed. I was just so exhausted, but I'm glad I was able to do that. I'm gonna go finish watching episode 4 and try to come back and give it to you. Comment below. Remember, I do not want to know anything beyond episode 3. Thank you for those of you showing me love and support, picking up my book. Share out this video, share it out in the groups. I see other people picking up some other books. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Dance for Days is coming very soon. I am not doing my husband profile, at least not for the first part of next year, but I will keep you posted on that. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.